Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Races Elite Network Races Elite Gym 4 Series race here tonight. The Cup Series cars. Producing Ron Piles, announcer Mike Taylor in the booth with me tonight instead of Russ. Russ is having some bad storms, so we wish him the best with those, and hopefully they leave him high and dry and going to be able to come back with us soon. But 80-degree ambient air temperature, 61% humidity, partly cloudy, 6-mile-an-hour wind gust, and 105-degree track temperature here at Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Concord, North Carolina. But man, I'll tell you what, Charlotte Motor Speedway, a great track to go see a race at. But nonetheless, we're going to put on a fantastic one here today on the iRacing Simulator. Let's see. Should be rolling into qualifying right now, so we'll get that brought up here and see who's going to set quick time and go to the pole here in today's event.
Yeah, currently we got Dennis Kane in that number 4 machine. He's circling around now, coming out of turn number 2 on his first flying lap. So Dennis Kane in that Murray's number 4 Ford Taurus.
Man, he'd be...
Oh! We are not running the road course there, Dennis.
He's looking a little bit smoother here in the Ford Taurus.
Man, that...
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a nice save out of Dennis.
Yeah, at least use the access road. I mean, a lot of them have just cut the grass and use the splitter and see how sharp that blade was. A 30.119 second time. Cody Benelli's going to set the time to beat, and we'll see if he can keep that chart on, or keep that time on top of the chart here throughout the course of qualifying. Yet he's got one more lap here. We'll see if he can make it any better. Something I'd like to do, and just because it's nice for the drivers and anybody that has any sponsors or anything, something I'd like to get into is seeing, like, this race here wouldn't be terrible because we got at least a good field drivers, a little bit quicker, 30.102 that time around. But I'd like to get it to where we can pull up qualifying data and see the lap times as they're being posted and get like maybe 2 drivers at a time and roll through. It'd take a few minutes, as long as it's not a long road course or something. It wouldn't be bad to do here at Charlotte.
Oh, you mean kind of like, getting the, who's on track?
Yeah, two cars at a time on the track and qualify that way, or something of that nature.
Oh, yeah.
So we can talk about them a little bit and highlight at least first lap or second lap, something of that nature, just where we can talk about them a little bit. They roll out. And Curtis Ecker out there. Looks like Aaron Markey put a lap time down. Kirby Wayne's got quick time, 30.020. That was a few moments ago here. His first lap, we'll see if his second lap's faster. If it is, some of these drivers may be in trouble tonight. His second lap slower, 30.088. His out lap, the first time lap, the fastest for him to post here. So Dennis Kane puts down third quick. His fastest lap is second lap, 30.346. There, Marquis fourth quick, 30.369. And Curtis Ecker across the line this time. We'll see 30.187. As he goes third quick on the board. So that's his first lap. So his second lap, he may go to the pole. That 187 is a pretty good lap time. So as you see, the Family Traditions RV Service number 8 on your home screen right now.
Yeah, Curtis Ecker, he's definitely been flexing his muscles as of late in that number 8 machine. So him possibly taking over the pole, almost, but no cigar there. He's coming close, but staying second currently.
Yeah, 30.022 is second lap, so not able to get it done, but it was tight. 0.002 seconds the difference between his lap time and Kirby Wainscott's quick time, currently holding the pole position. The 88 of Troy Thomas working his way off of turn 4. He should be, I think, his out lap here. That is his first lap, 30.105. That's another quick one, so we'll see if his second lap's any faster. Let's take a look at the 88 here as he makes his laps. As Timothy Eisman now going to go to 5th on the board, 30.191. And Barry Nelson, 30.377. We'll go second quick. Or, excuse me, not second quick, he'll go 10th quick. I don't know why it's not skip cameras on me. Must have went. Weird. Anyway, Troy Thomas, the 88 machine. that time. His second lap, not any faster. A little slower, 30.136. Wayne Scott still holds the pole. And let's see, lap time. Looks like Steven Luttrell's 36 machine, his first lap. He's going to post in at 5th quickest. Timothy Eisbrand goes 7th. As Patrick Millett now going to go 5th quick on the wheel with a 30.148 second lap. Multiple drivers out here on the speedway. Man, these fences tonight are just plaguing the cameras. Drone cameras, it's gonna be.
P6 for Steven Luttrell with a 30.165. Patrick Millett up there in 5th now with a 30.148. And Brandon Sanfilippo in the 12. He's getting ready to come out of or into the travel here for his first of 2 laps. First lap is a 30.955. So he definitely has a lot that he can make up on that Goodwrench Chevrolet. So, nope, never mind. That will do it for that lap.
Yeah, Brandon Sanfilippo got a little contact there. Well, that not, I'm not going to help him out very much there. See if it counts. That lap for him, 31.586. And unfortunately there was a little incidental there, so that lap does not count, will not help him in his lap time, even if it is best lap 30.955. The 46 is out there. He's run a couple laps already. Christopher trying to get some extra practice. And here comes Andrew Teft coming out to the racetrack the first time here for qualifying effort. We'll see what kind of lap times he can put down. Got about 3 minutes left in qualifying, so he'll look to get that lap down here fairly quickly. So he'll be looking to try to run his qualifying lap in probably the next minute and a half, 2 minutes to get it complete. Ideally, he could do it, and ideally he want to do it in under a minute, so he'll be able to get both those laps under 30 seconds. And potentially contend for the pole position in today's race.
Yeah, Andrew Teft, he's always one of the guys that you have to keep your eye on every single race. You know, he's very fast, he's very consistent, and because of that consistency, he is one of the hardest guys to be out here on the racetrack.
Yeah, it's a lot of things here on the racetrack. Andrew Teft's first lap time, 30.035, is third quick. He's found his way to the podium of the starting positions today. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out here, as he's got one more lap here. We'll see if he thinks that third place qualifying run is good enough. It looked like he was slowing down the back stretches. He's going to set it at that. Third place is good for the 98. Here comes the 43 to the racetrack. Now Alex Teft, his brother, going to see if he can do anything here, anything faster. He's got a minute and a half to do it, so he's got time to post a good lap. We'll see if he can get that done.
Yeah, he'll at least get one qualifying lap in. It's going to get very close. Yep.
Let's see what Alex Teft can do in the Aflac 43.
Man, that's such a throwback paint scheme right there.
He's got 57 seconds. Go ahead. Continue.
Yep. One thing I have noticed with Alex Teft is he's not that well of a qualifier, but man, let me tell you what, as he gets up into the wall there in 3 and 4, his pure racecraft is just amazing on how he could come from the back to the front without getting into trouble.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that last night with the Xfinity cars. Let's see if he can keep that down and get this down the back straightaway. He's still got enough time, just enough time to get this lap in and bump everybody back, maybe gain some spots here in qualifying prior to us going into our pre-race antics here. as he offs forward through the tri-oval, through the restart zone, to the line, 30.723, and that's going to put him 15th on the board, and he doesn't have time to get the second one in, so we will get ready for our pre-race starting grid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the edge of your seats. The air is thick with anticipation. The engines are screaming for freedom, and the asphalt is about to burn. After a breathtaking qualifying session, the fastest drivers of the race's elite are locked, loaded, and ready to duel. From the pole position to the back of the pack, these warriors are ready to risk it all for glory and bragging rights. The wait is over. It's time for tonight's main event. Here is your starting lineup.
Alrighty, and starting on the inside of the front row is going to be the number 10 of Kirby Wainscott to his outside. Starting P2 will be the Famous Traditions RV, and number 8 is Curtis Ecker. Starting inside of row number 2 in the third starting spot is going to be the number 98 Miller's Light sponsored ride of Andrew Tuff to his outside. Cody Benelli in the 19 will start P4. Inside of row number 3 in the fifth starting spot is going to be the 88 of Troy Thomas to his outside will be the 14 of Patrick Millett starting P6. Inside of row number 4 in the 7th starting position is going to be the number 36 LatrellRacing.com Stephen Luttrell. And starting P8 will be the 92 of Timothy Eisbrand. Inside of number 5 in the 9th starting spot is Alex Gates in the 77 to his outside. The Marlboro Country 24 is Joshua Norton Jr. Inside of row number 6 in the 11th starting spot is the 46 of Chris Stouffer to his outside. Murray's number 4 is Dennis Kane will start P12. Inside of row number 7 in the 13th starting spot, Coors Light 41 is Aaron Marquis, and his outside will be the 96 of Barry Nelson. Inside of row number 8 in the 15th starting spot, the Aflac 43 of Alex Teft, and his outside, the Good Wrench sponsor number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo will start P16. Starting inside of row number 9 is the P17 position, the 5 of Brandon Pfeffenbarger. His outside, Hess Gasoline's Kyle Hess's 86 will start in P18. P19 is the 55 of Truth Hook, and his outside will be the 15 Napa Auto Parts is Kinsley Smith. Terry Fennell in the Grizzly 50 will start P21, and his outside, Hayden Malcolm in the 84 will start P22. Tailback on the field will be the 17 Wyndham sponsored ride of Brett Bray, and that will round out your 23 car starting field here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Some great racing coming your way here, and you don't want to miss it. Don't get up, don't go anywhere. If you need to, do it quickly before we go back to go to green flag racing action here for 105 laps, and hopefully we get it green to checkered. What a show we're in for.
Yeah, 105 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You guys, it's going to be awesome. These Gen 4 cars are so much fun around this circuit. A lot of good throwbacks, and I'm excited to see how this is all going to play out here today. And let me tell you what, this field is pretty stacked.
Sure is. It's quite an interesting field here. We got 22 drivers that take to the green here. Brett Bray did not grid, and I believe he may not actually be with us in the server. Maybe not logged in anymore. So may have loaded up, took that one home already. So unfortunately, we lost one premature, but 22 other drivers going to do this. Going to be fun. Going to be a fun one. iRacing.com official pace car is going to pull into pit road, and we are about to drop the green flag for the first time here in today's races. The drivers coming down into the tri-oval. Green flag is out. We're underway, and Kirby Wainscott looks to get somewhat of a slight advantage across the tri-oval as Curtis Ecker shifts up through the gearbox, bringing them down into turns 1 and 2. It looks like Andrew Tuff's going to look to the inside and potentially take over position number 2 already. Looks like most of the field are going to try to single file out. Maybe learned a little bit last night in the Xfinity cars. Some of the drivers about being a little patient there. We had in the Xfinity Series last night, we had a missed shift and a blown engine on the first lap. Not even right out of the tri-oval, so they dropped the green. Somebody money shifted. Oh, Timothy Eisbrand in the wall just a little bit there, as he's going to capitalize on his mistake and drive back to the center of turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. So he's going to hang on to that position. Look at I believe it was the Murray's 4 of Dennis Kane that just jumped out of the line. I think he might have a little right side rim. It's the outside wall. He's going to look to the inside of the 24 of Joshua Norton Jr. Norton's hanging on to the outside. I'm going to pick one, Josh. We're going to start calling him Cal. It's close. It's just so close.
Definitely close.
Well, one of those things, synonyms, sounds alike, but spelled different. Think about there's some 3-wide action here potentially.
Heck yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Dennis Kane just slammed. Oh, he slammed the door and Norton Jr. into the outside wall. Still going though.
Yeah, we definitely got a good old jumble of cars right here battling it out for, roughly that 7th position, starting with Stephen Luttrell there in that 36 machine. But Stephen's got a good hefty set of cars behind him. He's got to be careful here as they come through.
Yeah, it was like Curtis Eckerd jumped out in front of Kirby Wainscott there. I'm not sure how long that's going to stay. It's an interesting note here. I'm going to turn some stuff on here.
Yeah, I've been definitely very impressed with Kirby Wainscott as of late in that number 10 machine. He's really come to in a lot of the series that we run here on Racers Elite. So it's just been an absolute joy seeing Kirby just progress through here every single week.
Yeah, some great action throughout the field when they bring these drivers these races. You got a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and getting around the corners. The way the tires heat up from being cold and getting warm, it's crazy how quick you can try something and not really. Then you get a very fast reminder that these tires may not be warm enough to do exactly what you want to perform yet. So skill levels, and I won't call it empty-mindedness because it's just you want to be aggressive. You want to lay back. There's multiple ways to get through these courses, these races, and you have to be able to do the right one at the right time at the right moment.
Yeah.
Curtis Eckerd trying to stretch that lead out a little bit. He's up about half a second right now over Kirby Wainscott. It's not much, but sometimes it can be just enough.
Yeah. Cody Benelli got loose there in the middle of 3 and 4, and that's opening up the door for Patrick Millett to take over this spot. And here comes Stephen Luttrell now attacking as well for that 6th spot.
Yeah, this field is definitely not short of any action as these drivers put on great races. Things will go quick. We are 7 laps into an 105-lap event, and looked at the pit window earlier. I believe it was like 34 laps, so there's an idea of where they're going to be at. 34-ish is the pits here, so it should be easy to get the extra lap if needed. So that just depends on who's pushing and how hard they want to win.
Yeah, definitely, and it's they're gonna need to pit at least 2 times, at least. To make it to the end.
So it's I was messing with Josh. I just remembered he's in the race. Yeah, 34. I'm not speaking. Let's see if he's reading and driving. Nope, no distraction. Is that Discord message? Right. For now, that's right. Until I see my Discord ping, like, how's he answering his racing? Andrew's not gonna be happy about that. Oh.
Well, I would probably have to say, with the way these cars are handling, I've seen a couple of them get a little bit loose here. With the way these guys are driving, it won't surprise me if he doesn't respond.
Yeah, it'll come. You'll probably do it in a pit stop.
Oh yeah.
Make sure I got this right. We'll talk about that. Check before I pull this up. We are in Thursday night fixture for Cups in Season 1, and I think we are good to pull up our current point standings. If you want to talk about those, I'll pull up the wins along with those. And we'll just leave the gaps there from the one above them. We'll show the top 20 here. I'm gonna have to get rid of this for the time being. We've got to pop those.
Yeah, no problem.
But you have to show up. Sometimes it takes a moment. I don't know why it should. display. Maybe it wanted to be a little difficult tonight. Move that on for right now. Show up on the other side. Alright, so Curtis Ecker still your race leader. Kirby Wainscott is in second. Andrew Teff in third. Those three are your breakaway at the moment, as they seem to be the closest. Patrick Millett's not too far from that, but
Yeah, Patrick Millett, he actually just passed Timothy Eisburn in the number 92 just 2 laps ago, I think it is now, coming down the back straightaway. So Patrick Millett, he's looking to continue to move forward through the field. So I actually just got a message from one of my buddies, Tatted Moonshiner. He asked if drafting is a thing on iRacing, and
oh boy,
my
is it.
quick answer to that is yes, it is.
Most certainly.
And that's that is actually kind of something that you are seeing actually here with these cars. It's not huge, but there is a small draft that you can pick up off of these cars here on the back straightaway. You know, as we are looking at Andrew Tefton, that number 98, inching closer and closer to Kirby Wainscott in that number 10 machine. So, drafting, it is something on iRacing. Do you get it here? It's very minimal, but yes. As you see here, Teff getting a run on the inside of Wainscott now as they head down here into turns 1 and 2. And it looks like Patrick Millett, he's going to try to join Teff here on the exit of 2 to get around Wainscott, but not able to do it as that draft stopped him from advancing. But here through turns 3 and 4, he will get the job done and slide up right in front of Wainscott.
Wainscott's some great. So Wainscott had some great momentum there. It's also using that spec map on that car. It always usually kind of gets my attention. When he makes something happen, with the cameras on him, it's just nice and shiny and clean.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I see a Luttrell trying to get around Eisberg, but he got down onto the apron that time and got a little bit loose. Eisberg hit the wall that time. Caution's out. Looks like
for,
Barry Nelson. Nope, Barry Nelson and the 24 of Joshua Norton.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be on the 96 of Barry Nelson and making that contact. And wow, they were doing some pirouettes and a nice little dancer on the front straightaway for all the fans. So this is pit stops coming up here.
Oh.
So the field gathering up here at the pace car. The iRacing.com pace car up here. You know, I was gonna say maybe he answered me. What caused that, but it wasn't. It was Barry that caused that, so not Josh's fault.
Yep, just got word that this one will be on the 96 for sure. Yeah, I just went back and I re-looked at it, and it looked like the 96 Barry Nelson. He got loose coming out of the corner and just couldn't hold on to it and got up into the 24 there. And that was a good run out of the pits here for a couple of these drivers.
Yeah, so after that pit stop there, we had everybody came in, so looks like lap 20, so we were about 14 laps shy of having to pit. May throw off some pit strategy just a little bit, but Curtis Ecker is still your race leader. Kirby Wainscott is second. Andrew Tuft is third. Is one of the only drivers, him and Alex Gates, the only two drivers that haven't had a position change since the start of this race, even including that pit stop.
That's crazy.
It's a little wild. We got 22 drivers out here, and a pit stop doesn't change a couple of drivers' current positions on the racetrack, whether they went up or down.
Yep.
Potentially maybe 3 if Kinsley Smith comes out of the pits in the position he's in, but I think that just went to -1, and Troy, because he went on Troy Thomas, or Troy Thomas went on him. So just food for thought. As I believe we got the 1 to green signal, so here comes Barry Nelson, who did not pit. And I believe got a lucky dog or a wave around. Kinsley Smith spun out and leaving pit road. I don't know if that was contact.
Something to do with the 96 of Barry Nelson.
Oh, let's take a look here real quick. We got a moment there on the back. Oh, whoa! Why did that even happen?
I have not a clue. Kinda looked like he lost it coming through the... Yeah, you're doing the same thing I did.
Yeah, he lost it right there.
There.
And he pulled up and it was just too late.
Yeah. Unfortunately, hard hit right there.
And we're still... the green has been waved off.
Yep.
And Brandon Puffenbarger and Troy Thomas are coming down pit road.
It's not going to surprise me if... Well, I guess since it's already past Kinsley Smith, he stayed out despite getting a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, I think he was probably under the impression that they're probably going to get green, and before it got waved off there. And Kinsley Smith being given the EOL here, so I don't know what that...
He requested the EOL due to damage.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense and checks out.
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know why it's not giving me my point stuff that I wanted to see, so when we get a chance we'll just talk about it. But right now, getting back to green, the iRacing.com official pace car back to pit road. Green flags out in the, what are called, the restart, the Toyota restart down there. So, and I'll tell you what, Andrew Tupp gave one heck of a push there to Curtis Ecker as they came across there. Drafting does play a role in this, but you wouldn't think you'd see it much in Charlotte. But that push that Andrew Tupp gave Curtis Ecker there put him out front. But we all know, I thought we were going to go 3 wide there. And that is some tight quarter panel racing there. As Patrick Millette had the nose of his car right to the outside of Wayne Scott's 10. And I thought we were going to be in for a doozy. And somebody was going for a ride, but they were able to keep that maintained as here comes Stephen Luttrell looking at the inside of the tin machine now.
Stephen Luttrell up 4 spots now, contending here with Kirby Wainscott heading into turn number 1 on the inside here. As you see, Wainscott trying to fight back on that outside. That middle lane is a little bit quicker coming down out of turn number 2. As you see, Wainscott now getting a good head start there. A little bit further on here through the back. Man, there's some good racing side by side.
Oh, that's the Ford Dennis Kane again. Well, you know what they say in racing: if the right side of the car ain't tore up, did you really get racing?
Absolutely not.
He's definitely tearing it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's getting the other side too. That's Terry Fennell in the 50. Also tied up in that mess now.
Yep, Terry Fennell and Dennis Kane.
I don't believe we're going to get a caution for that. We're still green. That is a lot of damage on the 4 car, though. Wow.
Yeah.
Dennis Kane has a penalty flag for the damage on that car. Terry Fennell is still moping. The field is actually coming down the back straightaway. We're going to go on board with Curtis Ecker. The caution has not been drawn yet.
That is absolutely crazy. Dennis Kane, he does have a meatball.
Well, who told him he could go to the concession stand? Should have brought me one.
I know, right?
Always thinking about himself.
Come on, Dennis.
Get it together, man. Alrighty, meanwhile, back to the action on the racetrack outside of the incident that just happened. Actually, the 4 car's still limping it around here, believe it or not. And your leaders are coming. Ooh. Oh, man, how is he driving that thing? How is he driving that thing? Oh, there it is. That's the caution.
Now that's the caution.
That is the big one if I ain't ever seen it. That might... I don't understand how she's going to work this. This is a little messed up. Do you penalize the 4 for staying out with a broken race car? He's going to get disqualified anyway. Or do you penalize the driver that run into the back of him?
No, you definitely penalize Dennis. But we do have at least 4 meatballs on it right now. 2. Jeez.
That's a lot of tore up race cars for almost no reason.
That is a lot of torn up race cars.
And here comes Terry Fennell off a pit road with the damaged race car because he missed all the calamity. And Barry Nelson here at this point was given an EOL for something. Broken race car probably.
I'm not sure what his was given for. I know Truth Hope requested an EOL.
Barry may have gotten a penalty for leaving pit road. He got an EOL. I think it's for leaving a closed pit.
Oh yeah, probably.
The understanding of the rules of iRacing. And there's that one. Logging off now. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
That is yet how he kept control of that car for that long. And there's the faster pair on the 46, who absolutely.
I have not a clue.
I don't know how he was driving. If he could drive that thing like that, I mean, he wasn't driving at speed by any means. He got run over, but just the fact he was keeping it somewhat straight was by all means.
Yeah.
So Cody Benelli and Hayden Malcolm.
Yeah, I was about to say, Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine, I think he had a tow. So we're still waiting for him to tow and then get his damage repaired on that number 12.
Well, while they kind of sort this out momentarily, we're going to take a side-by-side action break here. Talk about some Renegade race fuel.
Racers that win, pour it in, and we appreciate you.
Are you hungry? We have the cure. From our original pepperoni and cheese to our specialty pizzas, strombolis, and calzones. We have flavored chicken wings and other fried menu things. We have something for everyone. We also have beverages for those over 21. Enjoy a cold alcoholic beverage today. Are you hungry? We have the cure. Matt's Pizza Shop, 402 Church Street, Newburgh, West Virginia. Dine in or take out, open Wednesday through Sunday, hours vary.
Alrighty, after some paying some bills here and keeping the lights on. See it lose in the middle of this caution. Looking at things here as drivers getting situated, as Cody Benelli and Hayden Malcolm are checking out our overlays by swapping positions, even though you know that's a holy, I can't believe we're talking about Hayden Malcolm already. We are 31 laps into this race, and he is currently the second place driver in that Apex sponsored 84 on the outside of the front row. He's up 20 spots since the start of this race, 31 laps ago.
Yeah, Hayden Malcolm's definitely been on a move since the green flag dropped. And we're about to see him go at it again here on this restart.
Cody Benelli getting way out in front. You better hope those guys don't actually pick up a draft. They will run him over, and we may have a repeat of what just happened. But Benelli will be at a much faster pace, so we shouldn't have the same result. But look at Wayne Scott now. As we were talking about Malcolm there, he's working his way backwards in this restart. Not the greatest to him. And look at Josh Norton Jr. there, up in the 5th spot already, after talking about him having some contact and a spin earlier.
Yeah, that just shows you, that 10-lap difference tires makes here at Charlotte. As Andrew Teft is already driven around Hayden, and Steven Luttrell is now working on the inside of him as well here for that 4th spot, dropping Hayden back to 5th. So, it's not going to be long before Kirby Wayne Scott starts to drive around Cody Benelli, who's also on 10-lap older tires.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see these drivers come around the racetrack the way they do, especially through the field. Like you said, unfortunately, older tires not helping anybody tonight. These drivers making their way through. It's quite interesting to see how they manage the course of the races. There's the point standings. They finally decided to come join us tonight. Sometimes it takes us a minute. It's been live for a little bit now. Oh, we had a car. That's Stouffer getting turned to the outside. We have contact again. The 46 is a pinball tonight.
Hayden Malcolm got a piece of that one.
Took him a minute to fly, but here we go. He got hooked by Malcolm, yep, and turned off of Norton. Everybody else able to miss it. Unfortunately, he's leaving some parts on the racetrack, and track crew gonna have to go around and pick that up, but nonetheless, there. While they're doing that, we'll see if we can get our point standings to come back and join us again.
It looked like Hayden just got up there into the wall, and he tried to get it off the wall, but it came down a little too far and into the side of the 46 of Stouffer.
Yeah, a little more willingly this time. Andrew Teft, your current point leader. Cody Benelli second with 196 points. Chris Stouffer, maybe not after tonight, 23 points behind Andrew Teft, but Stouffer does have a win here, very competitive in that 40 race war, number 46. I believe pretty good. These are pretty good races for him. Steven Luttrell rounds out the 4th spot, 28 points behind with 186, and running at your top 5, Alex Teft. So we got the brothers in the top 5, 183 points, 31 points behind. If you want to walk us through the rest there, Mike.
Yeah, Troy Thomas back 40 points with 174. Alex Gates 172, 42 points back behind Andrew Teft. Kyle Hess 166 points. Patrick Millett with 165 points, just 1 point behind Hess. Kirby Wayne Scott in the number 10 is currently 10th. Back 100 with 159 points, 55 out from your uh, points leader. And then rounding out your top 15 is going to be Truth Hope with 156, Joshua Norton 152, Timothy Eisberg with 150 points, Dennis Kane with 145 points, and Barry Nelson will round out your top 15 with 143 points.
Yeah, so some tight points battles there is, of course, Hayden Malcolm being charged with the EOL penalty for that incident. So he will join everybody at the back of the field. So we close the standings there.
Now, I have to ask, did you get that pulled out from
CDSN?
yeah.
Sure did.
Oh! I haven't been able to figure that out.
Which
I've been
which one is it? The new one that he just released, or the one before that is Andrew Tuft's bump drafting pace car?
Pulling out a good old Tony Stewart and Dan Earnhardt, and well, I don't know. Let me. Did Shane just release it, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a different one. It's not that. I'll show you. Hold on, we got a moment. I'll flip this real quick. I'll put it back.
Oh my God, he's come out with more since I've last checked.
Buttons. There we go. So there's this one, which was like the first release. Then there was like the CSV data display. There's another one that I haven't really messed with yet, but this is the one that I was using. And all you have to do is put how many drivers and the season ID, and it'll pull from Sim Racer Hub.
Yo.
Ain't that badass? And then this is the new action alerts thing. Is released a couple things. I've got it too.
Yes, I knew about that one.
Yeah, but this is the new one that you didn't know anything about.
Oh.
It may be updated. If you have this one, you might be able to get that one.
No, I don't have that one yet.
I gotcha. No, it's awesome.
I swear he's gonna make me go broke, but in a good way.
All right. It adds to what we got going on here, and we love him every bit for it. So,
Oh yes.
So thank you, Shane Cochran.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Sure is. It makes life so much easier. Alrighty, we'll go right back to it here. The iRacing.com official pace car is off. We go back to green, and Andrew Tupp, Stephen Luttrell lead us down. Andrew Tupp spins the tires a little bit, not going to bother him a bit as he shifts and upshifts and gets right to it. Stephen Luttrell trying to hang on to the outside second position. Here comes the 8-hecker. Wow, what a bobble we had there. I thought that was almost about to be a collision. How they avoided somebody getting completely out of control and making contact is beyond me as they come down the back straightaway. And Christopher is kind of getting some damage fixed. Kyle Hess, Dennis Kane out of this event. Brett Bray did not start. So we've lost 2. We are now down to 20. And potentially 19 if Christopher can't get off the pit road. We'll see. Also want to point out, highlight, thanks to our fantastic, wonderful sponsors up there in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, that we get to do this each and every week, and thank them for being supportive of the Racers Elite Network and / Hardy Sports TV and Racers Elite group here, as we are live in 3 different locations on the internet, be it Racers Elite's Network YouTube page and Hardy Sports TV on Facebook and YouTube as well. So simulcasting across 3 networks, or at least 3 different locations, and we're happy to have you all join us, and hope you're having a great time out there as we are lap 41 of 105 here, 65 laps remain, with Andrew Tepton, the 98 Ford, as your race leader for Racers Elite, another light sponsored 98 car. You know, I always look at Truth Hook's 55 mission, that double nickel, and I always see that that Miller Light sponsor, is it Miller Genuine Draft, I think, on the 55, but he's got the collars, and it just screams Milwaukee to me.
Yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I see. I want to say Milwaukee. No, it's Miller. It's Miller. You got to get it right.
Right, because I mean, Milwaukee's red. And this is not your typical Miller High Life color paint scheme.
No.
That one is usually over, showing on the number 98 machine of Andrew Taft.
Right, and that's the thing that throws me for a loop. I love Milwaukee tools too, so like my race trailer is loaded with Milwaukee stuff. Like I've got the riveter, I've got the half-inch impact, I've got the 3/8 stubby. The other thing I don't have are the battery-operated ratchets, air ratchets, because there's the battery-operated ratchets because we don't use those with the track anyway.
Man, let me tell you what, Truth Hoke, he is getting closer and closer to a race win. He's going to win a race this season. I don't know where yet, but he's going to win a race. And of course, as I say that, he does lose a spot to Alex Gates in that 77 machine.
And it could be all strategy too. I mean, maybe Truth is saving some more tire. Yep, saving tire, and maybe he's burning just as much fuel getting on the racetrack. That's a little bit beside the point. It's all about the tires. You can pit for fuel and it not cost you a lot of time. You can get down pit road, on pit road, get half a tank of fuel and get off before going a lap down. It's gonna be tight, but the leaders have to do it too. You just gotta make sure you time it right, and that's what strategy kills everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Now you can put me.
Yeah.
You can put me out here with these guys, Ron, but let me tell you what, man. I will be great for 10 laps, and that's it. Because then my tires are cooked.
So you're like maybe a heat race, not really a stage, but a heat.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can't save tires to save my life.
I'm not hard on them, but they do get a little warm. But on the sim, I'm hard on them. I can run all day. I can run a 30-lap feature in my street stock and maybe get one that's like maybe 78 degrees.
Sorry, I was just enjoying that view from Whiplash Sim cams.
She's beautiful. Sorry, I changed it on you.
It's okay, we're even. We're even. My 3-year-old just screamed, so.
I need to swing my camera. Like I need to make my camera box bigger so I get access to one of my cameras.
So currently in that 5th spot, trying to get around Steven Luttrell, as Alex Gates was able to get around Steven for that 3rd spot.
What you read that? Ooh, why did that pop up? The 92 has hit the wall. 92. On his own. He's got company. It wasn't on his own. He had help with that, obviously. Let's go back and see. Oh, if I can pull that up exactly. I can get to it. I know how to find it because I know. Here we go. Let's see what happened. All right, we have to back up a little further than that. But something has happened to 92 here involving the 50 of Terry Fennell, and it looks like they just had contact together.
Yeah.
Off the corner. He's already gotten the wall once. There it is. Tried to move up and didn't have room and bang into the inside wall. And Fennell got away with not getting a meatball, but he's going to get damage repaired. 92 hard lick. And that Shaco for you sponsor 92. Shaco, hello. Almost contact there as well. It's good good awareness. He's got that damage fixed as returning to the racetrack.
Definitely really tough break there for
Timothy Eisburn.
Yeah, Timothy Eisburn, thank you. In that number 92 machine.
That's what we're here for. Great battle now. Look at Gates. Alex Gates is up to 3rd now as he's looking to gain ground on Curtis Ecker for the 2nd spot. He gained a lot of ground on the exit of turn 4 that time. take a look. That battle's about to heat up. I don't think Alex Gates wants Andrew Teff to get away. As Andrew stepped out a little bit, but he's kind of getting reeled back in a little bit here, it seems, as Barry Nelson now down the pit road. So we may be seeing some actual pit stops coming in now into play as 54 laps remain. So we're very tight here to do so. And all these drivers pitted back around lap 32, and some was 41, 42. So some of them really don't think they're going to see 30. Lap 30 it looks like for the most of them. So we should be getting close. 34 should be right around 670. That's a little weird. Someone maybe trying to set up a strategy for later in the race.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like Gates is trying to utilize the middle to the high side to get a run here, but it seems like Eckery, he's just having such a better exit than Gates, so Gates is having a tougher time getting to the back bumper as he has lost about maybe another car and a half length to Eckert.
Yeah, the race is going pretty smooth. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a good 4-pack right behind them, starting with the 14 of Millet, Alex Teft, Luttrell, and Kensley Smith in that number 15. As Luttrell, he's actually trying to make a run now on the inside of Alex, which he gets there on the front straightaway. He's looking to clear him, heading down here into turn number 1. Not able to, and Alex Teff gets a big run, and here comes Eisberg on the inside with fresh tires.
Yeah, it's Asbjorn has fresh tires, and it's making all the difference here. He's trying. Asbjorn is 2 laps down, potentially. Here as they cross the stripe, so he's 2 laps down, trying to make something happen. He's trying to get that one back the hard way, so that whenever it comes down to it, he can get one back the easy way. But he's going to have to find his way back to Brandon Sanfilippo as well, because right now Sanfilippo is the first driver a lap down, and that is going to be the hard part. However, since the 92 of Eisman's already pitted, granted, if a yellow were to come out due to an issue with somebody's machine, technical difficulty, or contact with another driver, as long as they keep their noses clean, they could potentially get a wave around or a lucky dog to help that out. So one gets a lucky dog, the other one may be a wave around recipient, because most of these drivers still have yet to pit for this cycle.
Absolutely, and just keeping my eye out over here on Timothy Eisberg. He has already passed Curtis Ecker, and now he's tracking down your race leader to get one of his laps back.
And he's going to make that pass.
And there he goes. He's got one of his laps back. And Brandon Sanfilippo, he is on the front straightaway, so he's got a little bit more than 3/4 of a way to go, but those fresh tires should definitely eat into that separation between them pretty quick.
Right now, Asbjorn needs to maintain his ground and kind of be careful with how he gets around the racetrack, because even though Sanfilippo may be the first driver a lap down, as long as Eisberg keeps his momentum up and stays consistent, the 12 still has yet to come to pit road for his second stop. So that opportunity is there, and hopefully Eisberg didn't mess himself up by pitting too early, and now he's going to have to continue trying to battle this out without maybe have to come in again and give up that spot.
Well, I mean, Eisberg, he didn't have much of a choice with all that damage, so.
No, not at all. But hopefully hopefully he can make it work for him.
Yeah. I am watching the 19 here of
Cody Benelli.
Cody Benelli trying to get on the inside of Kensley Smith here for that 7th spot.
You got the nose.
Yep. Oh yeah, you don't have to stay on this camera, by the way.
No. I was trying to avoid the fence. The fence kept popping up in that one, so I found the one that wasn't as bad.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't like the fence was making it look a little crappy. I was like, I don't like that. So I was trying to find. I went to the drone cameras, and there's a couple different ones here, and it worked out better. Okay, chopper can.
Heck yeah. Man, you got some really good racing all around this speedway. You know, as we are once again looking high above Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cody Benelli going high, trying to get on the outside of that 15 of Kensley Smith. As Kirby Wainscott is trying to move his way up into that 7th spot. So definitely a good three-way battle here for 7th that currently Kensley Smith has that they want. And just directly, oh, whoa! The 77 of Alex Gates gets into the wall on the backstretch. That was weird.
He was probably making a pit stop adjustment and did not work out. However, he's still doing okay. So all is well in love and war.
Absolutely. So that means we could possibly start seeing some pit stops here coming very, very soon, as these guys are working lap number 64 now in their book.
Yeah, get a little update here. We got 18 drivers still competing in today's race. Barry Nelson, Chris Stouffer, Kyle Hess, Dennis Kane all out of this event. Brett Gray did not start. As you see him being scored out on your screen, he was not part of this event at the drop of the green flag. Just a little due diligence and a note there for you.
Yeah.
We might have a mint.
What was that?
Can have a mint. Get a bag of them in case I just grab one and go with it.
Yeah, what kind of mints you got?
Lifesavers. Bag of white mints. They were.
Heck
It
yeah.
was a 5-pound bag. Probably like 2.5 now. There's something, you know. I got that, and I got 2 tubs of. Are they 5 pounds each? Let's see here. Net weight 47.6 ounces. 225 pieces of bazooka. I got 450 pieces of bazooka bubblegum here.
Nice.
Let me give one of those away.
So Brandon is heading up into turn 3. Timothy is heading into turn 1. Yeah, he hasn't made much progress. He's just about a half a lap now.
That's better than he was.
Yep.
I mean, they were right there together, kind of.
Well, Brandon, that ain't gonna help you any, buddy. Stay off that outside wall.
Right? As Brandon is looking for that. That's the kind of stuff that happens when you put towels on the hood. I tell you. That car may have a steering wheel. I don't think I've ever seen the Tasmanian Devil with one. Fun stuff for the number 12. Is we've been green flagged for a while here, and
Yep. Oh, I just looked up and you were over on your race leader here for the battle for first between Patrick Millett and Andrew Teft.
yep, that was just something coming to life there, and I hope I didn't flag it by switching cameras and putting it wrong.
Brandon Sanfilippo, he's coming down pit road.
That will relinquish that position to Timothy Osborne.
Just got word that Curtis Ecker is starting to come down pit road.
Your
So it
third place
looks
driver.
like our green flag pit stops are beginning.
Sure are.
Yeah, Stephen Luttrell, he's down pit road as well. I see Andrew Teft's and Patrick Millett's hands waving frantically out the window net. So it looks like these two are going to make their way down pit road now.
Yeah, trying to get each other's attention. They don't want to have any issues getting on and off pit road and making their stops in competitive fashion.
Yep.
Very good. It's not quite doing what I want.
So Cody Benelli, he took over the race lead for a moment, as he's going to get a bonus point for leading a lap. Oh. Patrick Millett was able to beat Andrew Teft out of pits.
Ooh. Game changer.
Oh, yeah.
See if he's able to stay out front.
Yeah, I see Benelli's hand waving down the back straightaway. And it looks like Truth Oak is going to come down behind him as well. Alright, so half the field has already come down pit road.
I don't think we're missing anybody now. Everybody else is on pit road right now. So this might be the end of our... So there comes Alex Gates. We got a few more drivers coming down. Alex Teft, Kinsley Smith, and Alex Gates to pit road.
Yep, we're still waiting for Kirby Wainscott and Troy Thomas to come down as well.
Yep, two other drivers maybe this time. We'll see. Wainscott down the back straight away. Kirby Wainscott's last pit stop was lap 36, so he's got to be getting desperate for some fuel. And here he comes. Troy Thomas stays out. His last pit stop was lap 37, so he's got a little bit more time here. But does he have enough gap here? Pit stop, pit lane time's 32 seconds. Look at the gap here between Troy Thomas and Patrick Millett is 30.3 seconds as that gap's closing, so looks like Patrick Millett going to take the race lead, as I think Troy Thomas may have ran out of gas coming across turns 3 and 4. Is Millett now working off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Question is what kind of pit stop does the 80 of Troy Thomas have? Is the 14 now working his way off of turn number 4? And Troy Thomas not able to get down and out of his box yet. The 14 of Patrick Millett will get the race lead. I don't have that big of a gap either. He's got to mind his P's and Q's, because Stephen Luttrell is currently in second and working on trying to close that gap. And just behind them is the 98 Ford of Andrew Teft.
Sorry about the silence there. Daddy duty calls.
It's all good.
But yeah, Patrick Millett came out on in front of Andrew Teft, and even Stephen Luttrell got around Teft as well.
Makes you wonder.
That's why they're right there, right about the cusp of getting to the end.
Yep, Andrew Teft is saving fuel.
Yes. And if anybody out here in this field can save fuel, it's going to be that driver, that number 98 Ford Taurus.
Ford just knows that he's going to need it.
Yeah.
Is the biggest part of this right now. Great action on the race. We're going to talk about some nitro lubricants, and we'll be right back to bring you to the close of today's race.
Does your heart pump nitro? Do you like to put your ride to the test? well then you're our kind of driver. The performance oils, lubricants, and industrial fluids from Nitro Lubricants help you get the most from your vehicle's engine. And our line of appearance products will keep your vehicle looking as smooth as it runs. If you want extreme performance, it's Nitro or nothing. Shop our products at nitrolubricants.com. Nitro Lubricants, extreme performance.
Are you hungry? We have the cure. From our original pepperoni and cheese to our specialty pizzas, strombolis, and calzones. We have flavored chicken wings and other fried menu things. We have something for everyone. We also have beverages for those over 21. Enjoy a cold alcoholic beverage today. Are you hungry? We have the cure. Matt's Pizza Shop, 402 Church Street, Newburgh, West Virginia. Dine in or take out, open Wednesday through Sunday, hours vary.
Yeah, we had Terry Fennell get to the wall a little bit there. No harm, no foul. He's still moving forward. No meatball, no penalty added to him. As we'll roll forward with this one with 25 laps remaining. And Patrick Millette, your race leader, still. Stephen Luttrell is hanging on to the second spot. Andrew Tuft apparently decided he has enough fuel to make the distance now. So he's somewhat putting a little more pressure here on the 36 of Luttrell.
Timothy Eisburn in that 92, he is begging somebody to throw a water bottle or something on the track for a caution, as Patrick Millette in that 14 is, probably just about a straightaway behind him now.
After Eisburn fought to get that lap back.
Yeah, and he's done one heck of a job to get it.
Sure has. In the lead lap, Troy Thomas and Aaron Marquis, Hayden Malcolm right in front of him. And yeah, unfortunately, Patrick Millette is behind him, but not, I don't know, he's close enough. I mean, 23 laps is a long way to go. He could be close enough to get there. So, especially on the tire differences between the two cars where the fresh tires come into play. Very interesting. A lot of stuff here sequences as far as pit stops go. Take a look at pit stop stats here. That's your top 18. Last pit stop were all four tires and fuel, it looks like. And it gives you an idea when their lap, or how many laps it was since their last pit stop as well. So it's like the oldest tires on the racetrack actually do belong to the 92. So he's wanting to get some Ford Dr. Phil Goods on that thing. This here he comes right now, so he's gonna relinquish that lap, and that's gonna bite him a little bit here. So see it coming in.
You only can go 34, maybe 35 laps if you're not saving. I mean, if you are saving, you can go about 35, and unfortunately, he hit that window, and he has no choice but to come down for fuel. So, tough break there for Timothy Eisburn in that 92 machine.
Working hard and has to go back at it once he gets out of pit road. I honestly maybe right tires and right sides and fuel just to cut that pit stop time down. We'll see if he does it.
Yep. Nope, full fuel.
I didn't get any, there's no tires. That's just a full fuel stop only. Pretty certain. Eisburn, it says 4 tires, but it didn't look like it was that long. 15, yeah, it was 15 seconds. Okay.
You can come back here, take a quick look, and
yeah, it went by time. Should be right. So Truth Hoke up 12 spots, running in 7th. Brandon Puffenbarger up 11 spots, currently in 6th. Alex stepped up 11 spots, currently in the 4th position. Hayden Malcolm up 10, currently in 12th. And Kinsley Smith up 5, currently in the 15th spot. That is your biggest movers here today so far. We haven't really been paying too much attention. Let's see what the lap leaderboard looks like. And we have had 6 different leaders today. Would you believe that?
that is absolutely crazy. As that the 19 of Cody Benelli gets up to the wall, and he'll lose that 5th position to the 5 of Brandon Puffenbarger. Puffenbarger, he's up 12 spots since we've gone for green flag. So him and Truth Hope currently up 12 spots, and they are both so far our biggest movers.
Okay, 18 laps to go here.
They even give you lap leaders.
Oh yeah. That's the movers and shakers screen. There's other information there too, like fastest 5 best laps of the race. And then if you like get a big enough track, you do the fastest 5 last lap.
Nice.
Then you do an average, fastest 5 for 5 laps. That's quite some interesting information because Troy Thomas is on top of that board in the last 5 laps, fastest average. And he's back in the 10th position right now. So consistency is key. Just he doesn't have enough time to get it to playoff, I don't think. Cause there's some interesting stuff there. Let's see what this is. Okay, I don't need that.
On those fresh tires, Timothy Eisburn, he eats the outside wall coming out of turn 4, trying to get around Brandon Puffenbarger. So that's going to slow down his momentum.
Patrick Millette from Hooksett, New Hampshire. I don't know if that's the actual name of the town, or it looks like he's got a fishing boat there and some deep water fishing gear. So I'm wondering if it's just because, you know, Hooksetter, something maybe he's into outside of sim racing.
Yeah, Hooksett, New Hampshire. Let me... It's loaded between Manchester and Concord.
Heck yeah. That's where Patrick Millette is from. Andrew Tuft in the 98 Races Elite Ride from Hope Valley, Rhode Island. We're back here to third. Stephen Luttrell in the 36 from Kansas City, Missouri. Kind of one of my stomping grounds there for a while. Alex Tuft, also from Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Go right ahead, buddy.
Just want to point out, look who is right there on the back bumper of Patrick Millette as we are coming to 12 laps to go this time by. How wide is Patrick Millette going to make that back bumper?
Well, I think you'd see it. I'll give you a general idea. Then again, I may be out of my mind.
Well, I mean, we're broadcasters for iRacing. Of course, we're out of our minds.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It takes a really special person to be able to broadcast this kind of stuff.
Oh, I know I'm special. 14.833 seconds on pit time. This is where he beat Andrew Tuft. That pit time right here. 14.866 for Andrew Tuft. 14.833. Almost half a second. Well, half a hundredth.
It's just crazy.
That's alright though. Andrew's gonna make it up at the racetrack. He's definitely he's proven that.
This race is going to get intense here the final couple of laps. And now my question is, you know, you got Stephen Luttrell back there in that 36, hanging out just about 1.3 seconds back from Millette. You know, has he been trying to save any tires at all? And will he be able to make a run here when these two start to really battle it out for the race lead?
That right there, sir, is what you and I and everybody in the sim, as far as announcers, broadcasters, podcasters, everything in between, calls that. He is in the catbird seat. The battle is going to happen, and if something goes down, he will be the first to know, and he will be the first to find out how to manage his way through it or become part of it.
Oh, yeah. And more times than not, I'm part of it.
You and me both, so hopefully Steven's luck's a little better tonight, and it may bring him to victory lane, but we'll see. Patrick Millette and Andrew Tuft still looking to duke it out here Race is not set in stone. Nothing has been finalized yet. And Andrew Teft faster last time by .042. I think somewhere right there. It's close to that. Lap time wise. So Andrew Teft looking to mount a charge here before this one's over. Hopefully he has the fuel to go the distances. Saw him saving a little earlier, as he is going to come right to the back bumper of that number 14 of Patrick Millett.
Just about a 1-car separation between your race leader and second place. Patrick Millett, Andrew Teft, they're definitely getting their swords sharpened, their shields up, and here they come. Here comes Andrew Teft looking on the inside of Patrick Millett for the race lead with 7 laps to go here at Charlotte. Millett not giving up that outside so easily. He's going to get a good run here on the front straightaway as they cross the line. Millett, he will lead this lap as they have 6 laps to go. Now Andrew Teft once again getting the better run on the inside, slows up just a tad. Millett still side by side on that outside of Teft. He's going to get out back in front of Andrew Teft, and now Andrew Teft, he's going to fall back behind. But here he comes once again, attacking again on the inside here at 3 and 4.
Yeah, looking from the right front suspension cam. That's close to contact. What a save. We're racing hard here with 5 laps to go. Patrick Millett and Andrew Teft make contact. Here comes the catbird seat. Stephen Luttrell, a little over a second and a half. I'm starting to wonder if he didn't realize he was going to run out of fuel, as he seems to be fading a little bit further back, because these guys were racing absolutely the hardest you think you could. And the question is 5 laps to go. We still have lap traffic coming. I don't know if that's going to play a role in this or not, but it looks like it's not much of a, not much lap traffic, but it may be enough to contend or screw up the race for the lead. With 4 laps to go, we'll see if they get there. I think they're gonna. I think it should be just 1 car that they're gonna have to deal with before this is over.
Andrew Teft getting up close and personal with the wall on the entry at turn number 1 as they come fighting down the back straightaway now. Andrew Teft has resharpened up his swords as he has hit the gas once again. Now just, oh no, he's falling back here in 3 and 4. Going to try to squeeze it back into it as we come to 3 laps to go this time by. And Ron, I will let you take it away, brother, because if I keep going, I'm not going to shut up.
That doesn't bother me a bit. When you get in it, brother, you get with it. As Patrick Millett still trying to hang on to the race lead as Andrew Teft mounted a charge. They made contact. It got a little physical. Coming back to it, and now Andrew Teft has regathered the berries, and he's taking his basket back to the picking fields. Is he going to try to chase Patrick Millett for a few more times here? He's got a few more times back to the patch for the bucket's full, and the race is over. But that Miller Lite sponsored 98 Races Elite owner working to the inside. Got a battle now as he pulls down. He's going to use the lap traffic as a pick potentially. Might see. Here we go. Does Millett have room to come down off of 2? As he will. Here comes Andrew Teft now to the inside. That is the 84 of Malcolm. Unfortunately, having issues there into the outside wall. Making room for your race leaders. Very courteous and sportsmanlike, as that's going to mess up the entry for Andrew Teft. We'll see if his exit's much better with 2 to go. As they come off the line, here come, we got the Coors Light sponsor riding the way now. It's going to be interesting. That's Aaron Marquis in the Coors Light sponsor car. That's going to separate Andrew Teft from the 14 of Millett, so hopefully the 98's got something in the tank here. We'll see as he comes off a turn 2 down the back straightaway. Looks like he's got a good run here. I was starting to want, man, as much as he gained there, I could have swore it made me wonder if Millett was going to run out of fuel.
That's what I'm wondering as well as they come here into 3 and 4. Andrew Teft getting way high, almost into the outside wall. And ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Patrick Millett, in that number 14 machine.
Yeah, Andrew Teft, not short of any effort at all, will come up with the 2nd spot. Stephen Luttrell will cross in 3rd. Alex Teft comes home 4th. Rounding out your top 5 is Brandon Puffenbarger. And we'll chat with your top 3 that filled the podium here momentarily as we get things situated for our post-race show here in the booth. And we'll change the size of those. That's a bit big. And, man, what a race they had there coming to the checkered. The last 8 laps between Patrick Millett and Andrew Teft were very phenomenal.
That was a lot of fun.
Although this series never disappoints, at least not yet so far anyway. They have been all over it. as far as getting things done. It's been a series and a half already, and we're looking forward to seeing what else comes out of this. As we're gonna look to grab Stephen Luttrell coming home with a third place finish here today. Fine. I've lost myself. Oh well. There he is. He was not visible in the usually antisocial 36. It's the Luttrell Racing 36 tonight. Stephen, congratulations, brother. A fantastic battle, picking up that third place here at Charlotte. What a run, man. What exactly was there any given thought going through your mind when Patrick Millett and Andrew Tepp made contact?
Oh, there was a lot of thoughts going through my mind then. I told my crew chief I'd be a tiny bit upset if they wrecked each other and I could get the win here. But no, running third's fine. It's just another fuel mileage run and saving tires kind of race. And I ran out of fuel going down the backstretch after the finish, so cut it close on fuel.
Oh, you made it. That's the biggest thing. They can dump the fuel through the carburetor and to get the loaded up. So at least you'll get back to the shop with an empty tank.
Yeah, we just ran a few extra feet of fuel line to get there.
Right. It's
I knew it.
It's plumbed in the chassis. That's just how it goes.
Yep. Just filling frame rails with fuel lines.
Yep. You don't gotta worry about nothing.
Yep. That was fun though. I mean, this track eats up a right front tire in these cars. You're pushing so bad through 3 and 4 after 5 laps. You got 2 seconds of fall off after 5 laps. It's crazy. But on to the next one, they say.
Yeah, most definitely. With that being said, what is our track temperature right now? The track temperature is 111 degrees, so.
Oh yeah, I could tell. It was nasty.
That thing was greasier than an oily rag. That's what that comes down to.
Yeah, slicker than dog snot on a doorknob.
That's small. You slip on. That's worse than slipping on ice. Anyway.
Yeah, it is.
I wouldn't know. I'm from Florida.
At least he's got an excuse. At least a valid one, I should say. Oh man, I mean, fun times here in Racers Elite. It's always a blast. You guys put on one heck of a race from the racetrack up to the booth today. It was fun to call. It was a great race to watch. Great to call in general. But man, from your shoes to third place in the podium, anybody that you'd like to thank help you pick up a podium finish here today?
Yeah, big time. My dad was up on the box today, helped me out with the fuel, telling me when to save and when to back off, and keeping me in third. And I can't ever do the math on fuel. I just cram it full of fuel and drive as fast as I can. And if I run out, I run out. So he helped me out up there. But yeah, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my whole family, my wife, my kids, everybody, and everybody out there in YouTube land watching, all the fans, keep coming out, keep watching, like and subscribe.
Okay, brother. Well, congratulations, Stephen, on the third place finish, and hopefully the first of many more interviews this season, and we'll hope to talk to you soon.
You got it. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, Stephen, picking up the third place finish. We'll talk to the bridesmaid here, finishing in the second position, Andrew Tepp. Mike, down with Andrew now.
Yeah, Andrew, what a race between you and Patrick Millett in the final 10 laps. You guys were saving fuel as you guys were running, I think it was just about 35 laps to the end. And you both were kind of saving there the final 2 laps, and then it really came down to it. Walk us through that run that you had with just about 7 to 6 or 6 to 7 laps left. Man, just what was it like down there?
Most of the race was kind of uneventful. I was sort of just biding my time and saving my stuff, and got out to the lead for a little while. The second stint of the race, and Patrick had just caught up to me on fresh tires there at the end of that run before we pitted, and he had a really good pit cycle, beat me off pit road, so I let him go on the apron into 1 and 2, and got out to a little bit of a lead, but just made sure I saved my tires those initial few laps and was able to run him back down there, and was just about to make the move, and I guess he wanted to drive into my my right front and door me down the front stretch, but I try to pass people clean, so I don't know. I thought it was going to be a fun battle, but after that, a couple lap cars got in the way also, just all over the track, so it's unfortunate, but on to the next race.
Yeah, definitely a really great run between you and Pat for sure. But is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go today?
Yeah, I want to thank our servicemen and women. Hope everybody stays safe. Want to thank my friends, family, team, everybody that tunes in to watch, shows up to race, and everybody out there that ran clean tonight.
Okay, congratulations, Andrew, on the bridesmaid position, and want to thank everybody as well, and hopefully the servicemen and women stay safe out there, and thank them for doing what they do to allow us, the vets and all the people of the United States, to have their freedom of speech, and they follow the. We don't get into all that. We'll leave that be. We don't want to open a can of worms. Anyway, but yeah, congratulations on the second place finish tonight, Andrew.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll catch up with the race winner here, Patrick Millette, down here in Victory Lane. Celebrate with the team. Coors everywhere. Congratulations, Pat. Man, that battle coming to the checkered. The last 10 laps. From your shoes, what was going through your mind?
Well, I came off pit road and cycled out to the lead there, and was just going hard. I wasn't even really. When I pitted, I thought I was going to be good on fuel. Like I didn't even look up to like see what my fuel situation was, and then I'm on my team channel with Cody and Josh, and they're like, "Are you good for fuel?" And I looked up, and I was like 3 laps short, so I immediately started saving, and it's really hard to do when you're cooking like that, and so I was just saving the whole run, and then Andrew got to me, and we battled there side by side, and when he got to me, I was good by like less than a half a gallon, and then we raced hard, and I was negative. I didn't need like 2 gallons of fuel, so I was right back to saving again, and it was a fun battle. I've never been in something like that. It was fun when we raced side by side for a while. We touched off a 4 one time, and it was probably a little bit of my fault coming. I was a little bit off the wall more than I should, but when he was behind me coming up, you get so loose, and then your tires heat up, and it was tough to handle, but it was a lot of fun. I'm sweating, and I felt like I was owed that one from last week. So.
Okay, well, it's always a great battle. You guys put on a great show, and even you kind of got to protect where you're at and throw a block to maybe potentially get the win. And even if you really, it wasn't on purpose, it just kind of happened that way. It's it's racing. It's you're the leader, and they got to try to figure out how to get around you if they want it. So, a great win for you in the 14, and hopefully we get to see you here soon. You got anything for our race winner tonight, Mike?
No, just what an incredible run all the way around. Just hard racing, clean racing. I mean, we did see that little bit of contact on the front straightaway. You came down a little bit. He probably went up a little bit. But for me, that was just a pure racing deal. I absolutely love the racing. And, well, just congratulations on your victory lane, buddy. Is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my family, kids, wife, Andrew for running the thing. You guys, as always. Back to back with you guys, so maybe we'll see you Sunday.
Heck yeah, that's very probable. And yeah, great run, and hopefully we'll catch you back up here again soon in Victory Lane.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Alrighty, Patrick Millette picking up the race win, and that's gonna do it for us here in the booth. A great race, great action all throughout the night. Great podium full of fantastic skilled drivers, and we'll go through the unofficial rundown and call it a night here from the Races Elite Network and Hardy Sports TV on the sister network. So Let's get this thing rocking and rolling with the post-race unofficials. Patrick Millett picks up the race win. Second place, Andrew Tuff. Third is Stephen Luttrell. Coming home in fourth is Alex Tuff. Fifth, Brandon Puffinbarger. Sixth, Truth Hoke. Seventh is Kirby Wainscott. Eighth is Alex Gates. Coming home ninth, Troy Thomas. 10th is Cody Benelli. Coming home 11th is Aaron Marquis. 12th, Hayden Malcolm. 13th is Brandon Sanfilippo. 14th is Kinsley Smith. 15th, Timothy Asbrin. 16th, Joshua Norton Jr. 17th, Curtis Ecker. 18th, Terry Finnell. 19th is Barry Nelson. Coming home 20th is Christopher. 21st, Kyle Hess. And 22nd, Dennis Kane. That being said, Truth Hook is our hard charger tonight with 13 positions gained for the Misfits team. Andrew Tepp leads the most laps at 34 for Chicken Coop Racing. The fastest lap belongs to Curtis Ecker with a 30.309 second lap. We had 5 different green flag lead changes, 6 different leaders, 3 cautions for a total of 10 laps, and the pole position qualified tonight was Cody Wainscott for Chicken Coop Racing. With that being said, that's going to wrap it up for us here for the Racers Elite Network, Hardy Sports TV, myself, and Mike Taylor in the booth. We'll catch you next time here on Racers Elite Network.